And we do believe that as a result of the several indicators that we are seeing, working with you more closely, we shall be in position to reduce them and eventually get rid of them. That's why I'm very happy at a personal level that we are joining hands to fight such vices. Then secondly, as of Kyabazinga, we do recognize the past and current efforts that you're doing in the region and in Uganda in areas of child protection, support to education, and maternal health. Thank you for all that you're doing. Then we appreciate your desire to work with you, and as a kingdom we shall ensure that we use our different structures where we have the cabinet, we have the clan leaders, we have the Chiefs Royal Council, and so forth, to ensure that we fight such vices. Therefore, on behalf of Kyabazinga Busoga, we are committing ourselves to partner with you and to work with you to ensure that we reduce on the numbers of the teenage pregnancies. And we shall ensure that we involve other stakeholders. And to begin with, as you're noticing today, we've invited the different head teachers, chief administrative officers, resident district commissioners, and so forth, to be part of the larger community in fighting such vices. And we are aware that you've done a lot of efforts already, and through your budgets, you've already injected in a lot of money. Therefore, we are here to support you and work together. Of course, at the end of the day, our main goal is to find sustainable solutions to this rampant vice. And we know through sharing, through mind mapping, we shall be in position to manage and curb this kind of arrangement. As it has already been said, we are using the Mpango, which are the 11 pillars, to have a deep dive analysis through the different communities at the local levels, like in the villages, to be in position to comprehensively fight these kinds of arrangements. Therefore, we shall be glad to work with you and ensure that we're on the same page. Of course, you discussed about feeding, and we know through you working with you, it's one of the main challenges we are having in the Busoga sub-region. We shall need your support in this sector to ensure that our ongoing learning students and children at school remain focused with a balanced diet and study, since they're the leaders of tomorrow. We shall address this through the different school programs, since we already have the different stakeholders like the teachers and so forth, the district education officers, to ensure that all is well, and of course through co-curricular activities like games and so forth. Therefore, in a nutshell, we are more than ready and committed to work with you, and we know we shall have a better strategic plan of managing this. I thank you.
Tweyanziza ino okutweta okutugalaga ife abaana abawala. On behalf of the students, secondary schools, my name is Mkamsoni Peace from Masisi Secondary School. I am delightedly happy for this opportunity that you have given to us as your children through the words you wrote in the letter. Sincerely, when I read them, I felt the heart of the Father speaking. We are so grateful as students. I would like to speak something small about the causes of teenage pregnancy and early marriage in the communities where we live. One of them is hunger. In some families, some children do not get enough food. So they are easily seduced by the men outside with simple snacks, Rolex, chips and chicken. They end up getting into early marriage, which results in teenage pregnancies. We also have poverty. Many homes in Busoga here are poor. And due to that, some fathers give out their children in exchange for wealth. But I believe with this that you have stationed here today, there is going to be a change. I congratulate you for being the ambassador in the UN in the fight of teenage pregnancy in early marriage. Thank you so much.
Deaths among our young girls in Uganda. It denies them their childhood, interrupts their education, and often exposes them to health risks, poverty, gender-based violence, and everything that you saw during the fantastic skit that was presented to us moments ago. This is not merely a health issue. It's a development crisis, a gender equity issue, and a barrier to realizing the full potential of girls and the society. I am so encouraged during my brief time with you today by the efforts and the results that we are beginning to see through your leadership and the efforts of your team in increasing awareness, community dialogues, and collaboration among a variety of stakeholders, cultural leaders, educators, health workers, and very, very importantly, parents. The support of development partners, government ministries, departments and agencies, and civil society can further strengthen our capacity to act. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Royal Highness, we realize at the United Nations that this is a complex problem and cannot be solved by one or two entities. It needs us all come together to address this vice in our communities that is hindering the well-being and development of our children.
kolagaino. Smash it. Everyone when is no.
This is the agenda.
Kusinanga muba SS bonga. Mana bece mbaga ban. Ora somesi. Speak to you.
I don't know. So we don't play. We play the ability.
Sabe do que isso não é algo.